Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches Noob. Today I've turned with me, we're turning first time in a while, Dead Guy.
What's up, guys?
And today we're once again returning back to Superman Batman as we go over, to continue with Mike Green and Mike Johnson's run. But this one is going to have one 4-issue story and one 2-issue story and this big 50th issue.
Woo.
Sorry, and yes, that's an Ethan Van Sciver cover, so incredible cover, but he doesn't do any of the interiors.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Oh,
Personally, I'm
and
not a
then,
fan, but
what?
I'm not a real fan of his art. I think I don't know, he
Oh,
draws a
really?
little weird to me. Yeah, just a little
No, you,
weird.
you
But
you seem to like it when we did that one arc.
yeah, that looked a little strange to me. This one, anyway. But
Oh,
let's carry on.
This is Ed McGuinness's cover.
Yes.
But yeah, anyway, Rose, Emily, Constance, really? It's my mother's name. And how about Bruce? Bruce sounds like a boxer. Oh, on May 7th, driving through Kansas on our way back east. Marcia looked more beautiful than ever. Every day with her is like that, ever increasing beauty. I wonder if there's a limit. But anyway, Bruce sounds like a boxer, pug nose, a real heavyweight. Besides, we're having a girl. She'll grow up to be a doctor and an architect, possibly also an astronaut. Everything was perfect. I love you, Thomas, and I occasionally agree with you. I agreed to become Mrs. Wayne. I agreed to spend our vacation driving cross country pregnant, but this is where I draw the line. We're having a son, and his name is going to be Look Out! I should have known it couldn't last. That was amazing. What was it? Martha's always saying I have my head in the clouds. Some kind of comment. She's a born pragmatist, always pulling me back to the here and now. So sensible. My stars. It's a vehicle. Don't you go near that. It could be dangerous. She's right, of course. I'm a dreamer by nature and tend to act before thinking. Amazing. It's cold to the touch. That doesn't mean you have to touch it, Thomas Wayne. No, it's okay. I really should listen to my wife. Smallville today. I told you we build your town, Mr. Mayor. How does it look? It looks just perfect, Superman. Not that perfect, not just perfect. It looks right. Thanks for coming all the way here. It's my pleasure. The world is in chaos every day, but here, in this one quarter, everything is as it should be again. We're rebuilding Smallville just as it was, picket fence by picket fence. Think they're union? Who cares? I know I don't belong here. My place is in the shadows, not the earnest light of Smallville. Gotham City will never look like this, but that's what makes it so important. Watch your fingers now. Awesome! And thank you, Captain Flame Man. The world needs Smallville. I need Smallville. When I'm in the heat of battle, when Luthor thinks he has the upper hand, when Brainiac is gloating about his inevitable triumph, I think of this town, my hometown, sleepy and safe, immune to time, and it gives me strength. So yeah, basically they're all helping everyone out. Thank you, Mrs. Kent. Thank you. And for the love of butter, call me Martha. Too bad Bruce Wayne couldn't make it to town. It was so generous of Wayne Tech to donate everything we need to rebuild. And here I always thought he was just another heartless corporate shark. Excuse me, Mr. Superman. Mr. Superman. Hi there. Our boy found this in the wheat field under the creature. After the creature had tore through it, must have got dug into mayhem. I thought you might know what it is. Don't tug on his cape, son. It's hard to look and to tell, but it looks Kryptonian, like a piece of some kind of machine. We should probably take back with us for study. Wait, it's activating. Beep 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 beep. Strange.
Uh-oh.
It came alive for a few seconds, as if it woke up when I touched it, and then it stopped. Stopped. Where exactly did they find it? In the fields that borders my family's farm. I wonder if it's a piece of the ship that brought me to Earth. A piece that suddenly wakes up years later? Go ahead, Alfred. Wait, slow down. What? It's what? I'm on my way. We can run tests on that later. I have to get back to Gotham. Do you need help? If I do, I'll call. I'll call. Smallville needs you. Not needs you now. Shoo! What did Alfred say? It's the Batcave. He said it's angry. Oh dear. Alfred, what happened? I heard an ungodly racket coming from the cave. At first, I assumed it was just Master Tim coming home. It could suffer something absorbing everything mechanical in the cave, including the computer systems. Poor Dupin. And please tell me you didn't try to stop it yourself. Well, it was causing a mess. Batman, Batman, are you there? I need you. Come in, Batman. I'm here, Nightwing. I'm in down Gotham with the Titans. You're not going to believe this, but I think we're fighting the Batcave.
What?
Yeah,
What?
they're fighting. I know. And now it's trying to absorb Cyborg, and he's trying to blast them. Good catch, Superman. Six Like we don't know where it came from, Superman. It landed in the East End and started smashing everything in sight. I know where it's from. I heard it calling. Calling that gibberish? Not gibberish. Kryptonian. It must have some kind of power source. If we find it, we can stop this thing. Mick, can you hear me, big guy? Yes, moron. Now get back in the fight. First, we find that piece in Smallville. Now, Kryptonian AI comes to life in Gotham. Superman in the center. Yes, but that can't be what it looks like. Got it. I can't believe it. The molecular structure of this shard from inside the machine is identical to the crystals in the fortress. Then what was it doing in my cave? When Bruce and I gathered up all the kryptonite Earths, as deadly as kryptonite was, it still felt like I was losing some part of myself when we destroyed it. But now I found what could be the one last piece of my home. It must have some connection to that piece we found in Smallville. It can't be a coincidence. I can hear it in Clark's voice. Apprehension mixed with hope. Let me see it. Batman, wait, it's heating up. It's hope that he's found one last echo of his homeworld. It's the last thing I hear. The last thing I heard was Martha warning me from the car. And when I wake up, I'm not in Smallville anymore. I'm intact, physically anyway. I could be dreaming. I could be hallucinating. I could be dead. But if that's the case, heaven has incredible toys. No, I'm a doctor, a scientist. I trust empirical evidence. I can hear the the conversations. I can feel the heat of the sun. A red sun. This is real. This is happening. I don't understand the language, but I don't need to. This is not what I planned. But the stranger isn't backing down from the threat. He stands his ground. I like him already. I just hope my family's name still matters in this city. Someone comes to my rescue. There's something about him. I can hear it in his voice. A natural authority. I like him already. Welcome, my friend. My name is Jor-El, Thomas Wayne. Wait, you speak English? Come. It's not safe to speak here. Paranoia runs high in these difficult times. He doesn't look the least bit surprised to see me. He should have arrived in the lab. I'll have to check my calculations. Where am I? Your body remains safely on your planet, but your mind is given form on the planet Krypton, thousands of light years from your home. This is impossible. You sound like the bureaucrats. I originally had the displeasure of addressing. I'll tell you what I told them. This isn't impossible. This is science. And science. He really does speak my language. I sense him calming, his fear disappearing. His curiosity taking over. Thomas Wayne, welcome to the House of L. Why'd you bring me here? I need your help. Laura, as the last day of the curtain slip away, she grows ever more beautiful. She's beautiful, almost as beautiful as my Martha. I wasn't expecting her home. If she discovers what I'm planning, that could be the end of it. I pray he says nothing. Thomas, and Laura, lovely. But the look on my new friend's face says he's hoping to avoid this. Best not to say much. I hope I got that right. Perfect. She knows. Of course she knows. My wife uses that same tone with me. I suppose some things are universal. You're having a baby. Martha and I are expecting our first in a few months. Yes, our first child as well. A son. And that is why I've brought you here. This is my laboratory. For months I've been searching the heavens, looking for a safe place to send my child. Send your child? I don't understand. Unlike your world, so vibrant and alive, Krypton is dying. For months I've been trying to convince the ruling council of the truth. Soon our planet's unstable core will explode, destroying every living thing. Why can't you leave? Find a new home somewhere. It is too late. Our civilization once spanned hundreds of star systems, but war and disease have crippled us. We have become a race ruled by paranoia and fear. After the collapse of our empire, the ruling council banned all interstellar travel. I have the means to construct only one ship capable of sustaining life, a ship small enough to escape Krypton's orbit without the council's knowledge. If I send my son away, he will be the only survivor of Krypton. But why am I here? How can I help you? I have sent probes to habitable worlds throughout the galaxy, so I might find the planet best suited to be my son's new home. When you touch the crystal in the probe, it sends your consciousness here and reproduce your physical form as a tactical hologram. The effect is only temporary, but the data I receive from your biology and environment is invaluable, as is the chance to meet face to face, for me to learn about your world through you. As I seek a new home for my son, I consider each world would change him. There are civilizations that value knowledge above all else, and others that measure their heroes by their scars. I have even breached the space between dimensions to find a planet whose inhabitants live like gods. And then we have your planet. Its unique characteristics makes a suitable habitat for Kryptonian life. I want to tell him its yellow sun will give my son's power that will make him invincible. But should I? Would he return home only to stroke fear of a coming threat? What do I tell him? Do I say that Earth is where he should send his only child? I can't lie to you, Jor-El. We're probably not the most peaceful corner of the galaxy. We have special talents for embracing the worst aspect of our nature. But I believe that humanity is fundamentally decent. I come from a troubled place called Gotham, but it's my home, and I will do everything I can to save it. I think most people on Earth feel that way about their homes. I can't tell you where to send your son, but if he does come to Earth, I know he'll have a chance at a good and meaningful life. And if I found him, to raise him as I would my own. Yes, that's what I've been searching the universe for. Those words. Thomas, there's something you should know. Your yellow sun. Wait, what's happening? The probe effect is wearing off. You'll soon awaken on your planet. Wait, do you even know your child's name yet? If we ever get to meet Cal, his name will be his name will be Cal. Cal. Yes. If we have a boy, Martha wants to call him Bruce. Bruce. It is a good name. Farewell, Thomas Wayne, and thank you.
Holy
Uh,
shit.
That's a brilliant addition.
That's pretty messed up because they gave you information that they're never gonna get a chance to tell anybody anyway. That's really cool. That's really cool. Okay, I'm sorry. Carry on.
Yep. So yeah, they both had that same dream, and they decide to head on back and figure things out. But when they do, as they're talking to like, thanks, Master Clark. I thought I knew every crevice of these caves. As did I, Master Bruce. Evidently, they run even deeper than we knew. But that was a Kryptonian machine. How to get all the way down here? I think you will find answers in this. It was in the crate with the machine, my father's diary. It was my belief that he willed all of his personal effects to you before he passed. All but one, evidently. Wait, Bruce, it's the fortress. It's calling. I think we found the probe. It's really true. Could it really be true? Our fathers met. Our fathers met. It must have detected other Kryptonian technology on Earth, almost as if it's trying to get back home. This can't be good. This can't be real. But I see the familiar ticks and twitches wibbling across the Joker's face as he smiles. I hear the rumble of Doomsday's jaws grinding. Not so solitude-y anymore, is it, Soups? Say, where do you hide the cocoa in here? I'm freezing! The sulfuric stench of the Lazarus pit on Rachel Ghoul, the cheap stink of Lucer's trillionaire aftershave. All the evidence says, all my sentence says, this is real. This is happening. Don't be fooled, Superman. This is just a probe. Just another mind game. A mind game, aims Batman? Tell me, Superman. Does this feel like a game? Ugh! These are all the enemies we face together. The crystal must have scanned our minds while we were unconscious. It replicated what it thinks we'll fear. Wait, my Coco! Then we're fighting my father's science. Crush him! Tactical holograms. These are just twisted variations. The probe's defense mechanism must have been damaged when it crashed, and they kicked in when I touched the piece left in Smallville. But how did the rest of it end up in Gotham? Batman not duck too quick for Bizarro. Oh, if they're holograms, it means they're concentrated energy. Use your heat vision. No! We have the crystal shut down. There, Darkseid, that glowing goal in his eyes. Darkseid has the shard. The shard's inside him. Yes, come to me. Come and meet your end. The shard. It's dying out. I doubt your father ever intended it to last this long. This was the last gasp of damaged technology. The last remnant of my home. It's time to run the test on the probe's crystal, but I managed to rescue a final message from my father. Kal-El, I hope that you found this crystal, son. It means something wonderful has happened. I leave Clark to study the crystal. I have my own secrets to discover. I fear that if you found this diary, son, it means something terrible has happened. If it falls into the wrong hands, it could be deadly. After we found the probe, I gathered up all the pieces of it I could find in the field, including its crystal center. I convinced Martha that the best thing to do was to take it back to Gotham to study it. You will have found the probe I sent out years ago, which means you have found a new home on Earth. It took me years working alone to uncover its secrets, finding new uses for alien technology I could barely comprehend. I didn't tell anyone but Martha. I pray you are discovered by people who will care for you, who do not fear you because where you came from or what you are. Our company never embraced the corruption that fuels Gotham, and we suffered as a result. Wayne Enterprise was almost bankrupt until I found the probe. The technology from the probe gave us an advantage no amount of corruption could destroy. I watched you grow up, and I watched the company flourish. I watched Gotham flourish. As your powers begin to manifest, remember that it is only natural that many will come to fear you, and you will suffer. But remember who you are and where you came from. Be proud, and you will lead by your example. You will flourish. I finally buried the probe deep in the cave where no one will find it. I think it's safe even from your ever curious eyes. After all, I know how much you hate the dark. If you do find this someday, be careful. The probe technology is still mostly a mystery, but I trust you, Bruce. I always trust you. I wish so much I could watch you grow, but you will always carry the love of your parents with you. And I know that you will carry that love across the stars as you fulfill your destiny. I have no doubt. My son, my son. You understand why I didn't believe it at first? I'd have been disappointed if you did in you if you did. If your father hadn't sent that probe, Wayne Enterprise would never have developed the technology needed to survive, and I wouldn't have the means I need to be Batman today. My parents always wanted another child. If your father hadn't been the one to find that probe, my father might have sent me somewhere else. I would have been raised on another world, and Earth would never have heard of Superman. I'm so lucky to have the family I have. Lois, Kara, Ma and Pa. He used to talk about his vision for Gotham. That was the word he used. His vision for the city. Gotham could become someday. Now I know where that vision came from. But Bruce is the closest thing I have. And I've always wondered why my father chose Earth. There are hundreds of planets circling yellow suns. He could have sent me to any one of them. Now I know why he chose this one. I've never had the luxury of family, but Clark has almost come to be to a brother, the brother I never had. Sun's up now. I should get back to the cave. Dinner's getting cold. Clark and I are so different. I question everything, while he always ready to believe. But I take some comfort in knowing Bruce and I have so little in common. Sunlight gives me my strength, while he thrives in the shadow. But no matter how different we are, I just heard Lois' alarm clock. I'll be home just in time to make her breakfast. It will never change. I wouldn't want it any other way. How was that?
That was great. That was great,
No,
dude. The fact that Thomas Wayne left Clark a note or a letter. Oh,
no, no.
freaking.
Well, no. Thomas left it for Bruce.
Oh, okay. The way he was wording it, I thought he was leaving
No,
it
no, no, no.
for.
He did say Bruce, and he said you were always afraid of the dark.
Okay, okay. I guess I misheard that part. My bad. My bad.
No, no, no. No, yeah. Each one was to their respective sons.
Oh, okay. So yeah, okay. That was
Yep.
Jor-El's letter. Okay, okay.
Yeah. By the way, remember the chibi leaguers?
Yes.
This is a story bringing them back. Air Force. 5 seconds till impact. Repeat. This is Eagle One. SOS. Plenty of time. Electrical's dead. Hydraulics dead. Did they add on to the White House? It's a lot bigger than I remember. Hi, Mr. President. You okay? I'm fine. Wait, you're not. Who are you? Gotham. 5 seconds to midnight. Something's changed. Most nights, though, and the rain feels like a baptism. Tonight it feels heavier. The sun there hits harder. But the vermin never changes. Ever superstitious. Ever cowardly. Hey, you're not. Yes, I am, punk. I'm Batman! Miss, stop! You forgot your. Wait, something's going on here. Suddenly everything's too big. Thank goodness. I thought I heard a familiar voice. Something's wrong, Batman. Something's wrong with the world. Good to see your talent for saying the obvious is still intact. What do you think we should do? We do what we always do. We fix it. Now try to keep up. That's not going to fix anything. I know our stock is under siege, Lucius. The whole economy's in a rut. But I'm not about to save our skins by selling out the values that built this company. I'm not slashing our workforce just when people need their jobs most. I understand, Bruce. I truly do. But we're going to have to make some painful decisions. We're talking about the real world here, not some happy fantasy. This may not might be the real world, but my father was a surgeon first and a businessman second. His passion was saving lives, not bargaining with them. That's the world I want to leave in. Chaos here at the First National Bank of Gotham, with reports that vigilante known as the Batman has appeared. Bruce, doesn't Batman usually work at night? Lucius, let's reconvene after lunch. No more expense lunches, Lane. No expense lunches, Lane. I sent you to Gotham to interview the mayor, not fly with him with $100 bottles of wine. He was starting to loosen up, Chief. Just put my husband on the phone, would you? So, what time are you getting home tonight? You know how it is. Depends when my flight gets in. Let's say 7. Pick you up at the same spot. Sounds perfect. Whoa, Lois, Clark, you're still in Metropolis, right? Because I think I just saw you in Gotham. Kent, save it for the pillow chat. I need the copy on the Taylor expose now. Hey, where'd Kent go? Dunno, Chief. I don't get it. I mention a job and Kent disappears into thin air. Actually, Chief, he does it all the time. Don't correct me, Olson. Right, Chief? The Floronic man, don't try to resist. This is just nature running its course. Gotham is going green, and so am I. Ow! What's happening to my arm? It's called pain, you fool. You act like you've never felt it before. Wait a minute. Shouldn't you two be taller? Shouldn't you be rotting in jail, Floronic man? I don't know how you turn the world upside down, but we're going to stop you. They get knocked around, and he's like, I think I felt that. Oh, and like, I'm calling the judge. Yummy. But they're saved by the real Batman and Superman. Don't worry, little friend. I've got your back. Wowie! Careful, Superman. We don't know what's going on yet. Chronic Man's out. His plants are harmless now. But that still doesn't explain our little doppelgangers. There's something familiar about them. I can't quite place it. Yuck! I smell like Poison Ivy's perfume! Who are you? I'm Superman. Really? That's awesome! I'm Superman too! That's interesting, bud. It's so cool. We could team up and fight crime together. Wait, where did you come from? Hey, can you see your fortress? Is it cool and cool? Mine's cool. Hey, do you have a bottle city of Candor too? Isn't it awesome? I think maybe we should. This is gonna be great. Who are you? I'm Batman. No, you're not. Yes, I am. I'm Batman. Please make me laugh again. Excuse me. I'm the gosh darn Batman. Be quiet. Kneecap. Hey, that's it. Hey, that was mean. You guys aren't like us at all. You're just like the rest of this weird place. Big, loud, and out of control. You're the bad guys. You need to calm down. Calm down? Calm down. This from the guy who's got Superman in a headlock? Sorry, big boy. We're just getting started. Justice League of America, together. Oh, yeah. And Flash, get his belt. And Chirp had no problem. Whoa, this is crazy. Like Giant Virgin, it's cool and wonder what's in his belt. This place is scary. Look how tall the buildings are. Friends plus courage divided by danger. Time safe. Red Tornado's right, Supergirl. You don't have to be afraid. We're together, tougher than these guys. Wait, all this is a misunderstanding. We understand perfectly, you overgrown bully. I don't. I don't like it when people fight. You've got to be kidding me. Oh no, hang on, Supergirl. Hey everyone, she's doing it again. But I'm scared. Oh great, just when I was starting to enjoy myself. Wah! No, Lois! Don't worry, honey. I've got you. Clark, are those hearts? I didn't know. I don't know who did this to you, but we'll get you back to normal size in no time. Listen to me. We don't want to hurt you. We just want to need to do, and we need to stop and talk. My lasso never fails. He's telling the truth. And go figure. All right, poser. It's gonna take us a while to calm Supergirl down. Anyway. In the meantime, truth. Let's just get this off the city streets. You hit him, Z. Take us all somewhere safe and secure. Ood Ib and Ivak Tab. Master Bruce, I finished the Cape security updates this afternoon, so oh dear, we have a problem. Maybe, but you have to admit, it is safe and secure. This place is so cool. And so, what if his dinosaur's bigger and his pennies and his penny and his awesome car? It's drafty in here. Excuse me, big outfit, but do you have any strawberries? Master, if you'll need me, I'll be in the West Library, weeping. Wait, where did she all come from? If this isn't our world, it must be some kind of alternate dimension. Our world is just like this one, only smaller. But if we're all here, it means no one's back home to protect people. You think we're some kind of trick, don't you? Somebody just dreamed us up to mess with you, but we're not a trick. We're as real as you are. That's still up for debate. Debate? You think and what happened to my parents was a joke? It's when I first learned what real evil is. Right in front of me. Without warning or reason, my parents were pushed to the ground. Two shoves and nothing was ever the same. I swore that night no one would ever be bullied in Gossip City. Your parents were shoved. They're still alive? Of course. Why? What happened to yours? They were. Let's save that story for later. What about your Superman? Was there a Krypton in your dimension? Was. There still is. The most beautiful planet in the universe. It was bathed in eternal sunshine until the coming of the great rain. The sun disappeared. In a desperate attempt to save me from getting wet, my parents sent me away to find a place where I can feel the sun's rays again. Your parents survived? Sure, I see them all the time. They're keen, but Earth needs me. Amazing. Your world sounds so different from ours. A simpler world, a happier world, but not the real world. Guys, what's going on? Because I'm terrified. Are those lips? Robin, you are so tall. Whatever, like size matters. Girls, ladies, please, we're the Justice League. Let's act like it. Wherever you came from, we need to find out how to get you back. Quickly! Do you remember anything strange before you arrived here? Nothing. It was like I turned a corner and suddenly everything was different. Alert. Energy times unknown. Looks like Red found something. Spike. Readings. Mystery. Well, look who I've been, and looks like I've been found. Ah, look at you guys. You're so cute. And of course, I can't believe I didn't think of it. You know him? And yeah, he looks just like that in our world. Interesting. Mixius Pitalik, this is all your fault. Don't get your adorable cape in a knot, little blue. Your attitude and your attitude is exactly why I called this little convention to order. Oh, you guys take your jobs way too seriously. But just recently, Big Blue, I saw what happened when you finally had the day off thanks to that silvery magic kryptonite stuff. You saw that? Of course! I can see everything from the fifth dimension. Think of it like you switching channels on TV, and your channel is the best soups. But you seem so unhappy these days. Everything's dark side this and crisis that. Look how happy you were on the Magic K. I figured I might as well bring the little guys back for an encore to make sure you're super happy all the time and sell a truckload of issues. What? Nothing? Knock it off, Mixius Peddlerlick. We've got more important things to do than entertain you. That's where you're wrong, Pointy. You don't. It's time to have some real fun. Besides, what's the worst that could happen? Oh, dear. So how was that for the first issue?
That was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. My
Especially the
parents were
fact that,
shoved to the ground.
but the idea is they don't know what death is. They don't know what pain is.
Right. I thought that no one would ever get bullied in Gotham again. It had me in tears, man. Oh, tears. My parents got pushed to the ground.
or Krypton got hit by rain.
They didn't want me to get wet. Okay, I'm sorry.
This
That was
town
really
just
funny.
gets crazier and crazier. Indeed. Mr. Luther? My goodness, Roger. You've really let yourself go. You're enormous. Damn! How dare you? No one harms LexCorp employees unless I say so. Sorry, Lex. And Dad Rogers! But you're not the big boss anymore. A woman is running my empire? What kind of twisted world is this? Hear us roar, Lexi. No lumpy head, no lumpy head. He's just all bleedy. I wonder what his gun can do. Wow, recoil, bang bang. Look, Lex, bullets don't bounce off you here. They make holes in people, great big ones. And they're not getting back up. They're just finished. Perhaps this world is twisted in all the white rays. I think we're going to have some fun here. And look at Two-Face. He has a pie on his face.
I didn't know
I
that's who
don't
that
believe it.
was.
Yep. But yeah, obviously they're goofing around with
Mhm.
them, meeting up all their different counterparts. Nice threads. You know it. You mean you kiss Ollie Queen on the lips? It's not gross as you'd think. Wide along face, Batman. Everybody's so cheerful, which means the other boot's about to drop. Relax. Look at how big the heroes are here. I bet evil can't, doesn't stand a chance in this world. That's exactly my point. Look how big they are, which means somewhere out there is an evil to match. We don't have time for milk and Justice League on priority alert, downtown Metropolis. Uh-oh. So yeah, they had and Batman's right. We don't know what we're up against, and this world is much more dangerous than yours. You could get hurt out there, but we can't leave them alone in the hall unsupervised. Who's scheduled for monitor duty now? We don't have time for. Who is on monitor duty? I am. Have fun. Don't let them get into the hangar. This can't get any worse. And don't worry, big boy. You'll be safe here. Excuse me, Mr. Batman, but I really have to use the bathroom. Me too, me too, me too, me too, me too. Where are you? Come out and face me. Luther, this ends now. You think I'm responsible for this? I'm not trying to destroy the city, you fool. I'm trying to save it as always. From them. You dare to call yourself Lex Luthor? You're a disgrace to the name. Hey, Lexi, I see a big you, but where's Big Me? Something's wrong. Mixius Pittock said he brought the little heroes to our world to have fun, but this, and trust me, this is going to be fun. Come on, kids, time to get your spanking. You fools. They may look like children, but they're not. They're dangerous. Why, Lex, that's the first intelligent thing I've heard you say. I am dangerous, more than I've ever been. I think I like this world. Where we're from, we never had a fighting chance. Our shots never hit the target. There's always a banana peel waiting to trip us up. Like the heroes have it rigged in their favor. The good guys always win. It's like the world is trying to tell us we don't belong. But here in this big, violent world, we feel right at home. That's scary. Wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
look, now they're seeing
definitely.
Tiny Titans. But they sneak out here and they feel like, yeah, there's no time for naps. So yeah, and meanwhile they're in the league satellite or the trophy room, and they're looking for something called the Father Box. All right, you two, time to get back to your room. The League has the situation in Metropolis under control, but Luthor's little double is on the loose. It's not safe for you out here. Impressive. You're almost as dense as my Superman. Of course it's not safe. This belongs to the Joker. It's loaded with, be careful, that's acid. Acid? What's acid? It's just the Joker's trademark soapy water. It's really stingy when it gets in your eyes. Whoa, never done that before. Looks like your Joker is beginning to adapt to our world. Damn! If
That's
that's true,
probably not good.
yeah. But then they find what's known as the Father Box. It's an evil version of the Mother Box, and they use it on Mini Doomsday. Your size has a limit. Did you really think we wouldn't find you here? You're just as devious as your big counterpart, Lex, and you'll fall just as hard. But in this world, it's going to hurt. Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
Holy Xerox Batman, this is gonna be fun. A giant-sized bat. I died and gone to kitty heaven. Twice the heroes means twice the satisfaction when you're begging for your life. Doomsday's growing bigger and bigger. Superman, stay back. Let me handle this. Not a chance, Superman. This is my fight too. What's the matter, big boy? Don't you like kittens? Different worlds, same results, Joker. But then something's going wrong with Doomsday. He's getting too much power. And so young Superman flies him up. The energy around him is out of control. Have to get him far enough.
Whoa.
Superman! No, he's dead, isn't he? Isn't that what happens in this world? Hey, what's going on, guys? What's wrong with Superman? Hey, he should wake up by now. Why isn't he waking up? He he can't. No. No, 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 no. That's not the way it works at all. Wake up, little guy. I just want to have us all have some fun. Why isn't my power waking him up? You did this. Your game killed him. I didn't mean it. It should be over. Game over. You hear me? Our game is over. Oh, please. You're just trying to quit while I'm ahead. The bet still stands. Batmite, you were part of this. We had a bet. Me and the mite made a little wager on whether your word is basically good or evil. So we brought the little heroes and villains from all in their dimension to see which side would come out on top with your world as the playing field. You see, Mystic,
Oh,
the Dick here thinks this place is inherently good, just like you, Superman. All puppies and rainbows. But I agree with my big buddy Bats here. The world's rotten. All we can do is try to survive and hope the puppies don't eat you. And what happened to little Blue here just proved me right. Aye! Wrong! You're going to fix this! You're going to bring my friend back now! Hey, whoa, easy there, little ears. Normally the mite and I just snap our fifth dimensional fingers and everything's back to normal and peachy keen. But life and death, we can't control them. I'm sorry. Hey, your game's over, Mixius Pedalic. Take the little heroes and their and villains back to their world. Now. No, I'm not going. I've seen what real evil is now, and I'm not going anywhere until I've wiped it out. This world needs me a lot more than ours does, and I have no doubt you'll succeed. But your world does need you. You have to go back and tell them what happened here. Tell them what? Tell them about pain and death? No. Tell them about Superman, what he did to save others. You're right. Once you tell them what happened, nothing will be the same. So you have to tell them that there's something stronger than pain, stronger than death. It's what gave Superman his power. Hope. Mixius Peter like, easy, Big Blue. You don't even have to trick me with my name this time. I'm out. I've got to find a way to get a little Blue back at his feet. Of course, if you know his might, it's crossing his fingers.
okay.
I'll play a different dimension next time. Swear. It's going to be okay, Batman. Have faith. Funny. And just what he used to say. You think they'll be okay? Losing a friend like that. They're innocent loss. No one can stay innocent forever. Wait a minute. When they left, I didn't see the little Joker with the rest of them. Dream a little dream of me. Hey, does anybody knock anymore? What's the matter? Aren't you glad to see you? Whoa. Well, Bobby always said I was a little crazy. How was that?
It was definitely interesting, to say the least.
But it got dark in a hurry.
Dude, it took a dark turn like quick. It's definitely a Batman comic.
Yeah, but I gotta say, the whole idea of these villains always losing, yeah, it's gonna have a lot of pent up rage.
Yeah, and now
Now,
we've
this
got
one's gonna be
two
a
Jokers.
four-issue arc. Yeah, but this one's gonna be a four-issue arc.
Okay.
I hate Metropolis. I'm not particularly fond of Gotham. It's an Art Deco nightmare. All bright lights and rounded corners. It's like someone built a nightmare out of metal and stone. Impossible to get a grip with the bat line on all of this polished skyscrapers. Impossible to see through all the lead in these old buildings. But whenever I'm in Metropolis overnight on business, Clark insists on filling in for me in Gotham, and he asks to do the same for me. I think it's beneficial to experience things from Bruce's perspective now and again and he from mine. It's a good exercise. It's a headache. Street crime isn't the problem, Metropolis. It's the brainiacs, the losers, the giant sci fi monsters rampaging through downtown. The world conquerors. That's what Clark deals with. I can't believe what Bruce has to put up with. Robberies, assaults, arson. It was my super speed. Even with Nightwing and Robin on patrol, no one can stop all the crimes that are happening in one Gotham night. Metropolis still has its share of vermin, and it's always a pleasure to surprise them. But an average night in Metropolis is so much quieter than Gotham. No wonder Clark is always in such a good mood. So much to do, so little time. At least Gordon always seems glad to see me. It's no surprise he thinks the world is so bleak. He never gets a moment's rest. A visit to Metropolis must be a welcome break for him. At least one last bit of business here, and I can finally get back where I belong. Uh, Men of Steel, that has a nice ring to it, Mr. Wayne. Does it? Tell you the truth, it sounds a little over the top, Mister. Darn, I'm so bad with names. Kent, Clark Kent, Daily Planet. We've met before. It was very kind of you to loan your private collection to the museum. Actually, it was very kind of my butler who answered the request from this place. I didn't even know I own half this stuff. What can I say? Fighting bores me. Now, notice the title here Super Bat.
SuperBat. I did see that.
Really? Really? I would think a man of your adventurous reputation would love all these old swords and shields. Don't jump to conclusions, Mr. Clark. History's just not my saying. And what's past is past. I live in the moment. I find it more stimulating. That's my cue to wrap up the interview. Fine by me. But they see the woman with white hair with that tattoo. It's it's Silver Banshee.
Okay, that's a little
And she
weird.
uses this device to actually separate her.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yes, the brooch of Cardor is mine at last. Soon my curse will be broken. I will finally be free. The girl is mine. For centuries I've been cursed to roam the world and cast from host to host. That ends now. The brooch's magic will bind me to this perfect young body forever. Abel, Sybil, my Gaelic's rusty, so I'll stick to what I know. Back off, Banshee! Ah! Yes, when I came to Metropolis, I knew you would try to stop me. Not this time! Something's wrong. I've taken Banshee screams to the chest a dozen times, but it's never hit so hard. Something's different. Can you feel it, Superman? My power's growing. Your death's so close. Oh, sorry, Banshee. No touching the exhibits. Gillis say, surrender to you? You forget you are a mortal man, a powerless man, and no match for me. The brooch is mine, and with it the power to be rid of the decrepit cage of my body and fulfill my heart's desires. Goodbye, Banshee. No! Ha 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 ha! Those strange vapors. My head's still spinning. How can this happen? The two of us, together. We've lost. Normal glass, you say, heavy glass for the display, but yes, otherwise normal. And yet several shards of it manage to pierce body armor, built to withstand hollow point shells at close range. The Banshee creature sounds absolutely charming, but I share Master Bruce's aversion of magical explanations for things. Magic is no substitute for a well-sewn stitch. I love Alfred. He's Bruce's surgeon, his engineer, his clerk, and in so many ways, the father Bruce never had. He's had years to polish his cool detachment, but I know seeing Bruce like this it hurts every time. Master Clark, would you be so kind as to give our patient a quick once over with the X-rays for any wayward fragments? Sure, Alfred. Won't take a set. My X-ray vision. It's not working. Master Clark. I'm fine, Alfred. Just a sudden headache. And how often do you get these headaches? Never. He never does. Master Bruce, be careful your stitches. Stitches? Was I hurt? I remember Banshee's scream. I can still hear its echo, but I feel I'm fine. My word. Bruce, a few seconds ago you were on the table with a chest full of glass, but I feel like I've woken up from a long sleep. Must be another trick of Banshee's. That's not all. My X-ray vision isn't working. Banshee's never had this effect before. This is something new, and most likely magic. We can argue the cause later. Whatever she's done to us, right now Banshee's out there as a hostage. I need you back in Metropolis. Banshee might not have gone far. So he's flying through, but all of a sudden his flight just stops,
Oh God.
and he crashes right into their house.
Oh my God. I've
No
had
luck.
nightmares like that.
No trace of the young woman Banshee's kidnapped. So we see Batman and Robin are heading out, but then all of a sudden his senses go off like crazy, and then he's shot with a missile.
What?
Batman, Lois, I'm fine, honey. What happened? Superman, we need to talk.
Uh.
You get the title?
Yeah.
So Superman has lost his power, is losing his powers, and Batman is gaining them.
Yep.
But there's going to be a price to pay.
It was almost like when the very beginning of this comic was a foreshadowing when they were talking
Yeah,
about when he was like, "It's good to
swapping.
see it's good to see things from my perspective." Like yeah, it was pretty
Yep.
cool.
Okay, heat vision. For multiple targets, you want to open your eyes as wide as you can. That burning at the back of your eyes is the heat vision, trying to get out, so let it. Arctic breath, breathe in and hold for a second. Imagine your lung turning to ice. Feel it and release. For hurricane blast, take the deepest breath you can. Feel the storm building inside. Now unleash it. The longer you exhale, the stronger it gets. Take everything we're practicing. Practice. Flight, strength, vision. Now, put it all together. Sorry
Wow.
about the robots. Plenty more where they come from. The fortress recycles the parts. How do you feel? Ever since I woke up from Banshee's attack, ever since your power switched to me, I feel energized. I haven't slept. I haven't eaten. I haven't felt the need to. Sounds to me like you've taken all the fun out of life. Zatanna, I found this jacket lying around. Hope you don't mind. It's a little chilly in here. I'm sure Lois won't mind if you borrow it. Isn't she adorable?
I, I love Zatanna, dude. I'm so
But
glad
here,
she's in
though,
this.
you want to know what the design Rags Morales, what actress he based her off of?
Who?
Phoebe Cates,
No shit.
and it
God,
works.
I used to have a huge crush on. Everybody had a crush on Phoebe Cates. Anyway,
Especially
go
those who
on.
saw Fast Time in Richmond High.
Well, that Gremlins, you name it. Phoebe
Gremlins, yep.
Cates.
But yeah, but no, how do you look on Silver Banshee? No, I put the word out was all, but yeah, she's the best. She most adorable here, isn't she?
Yeah, dude. I was gonna say I love her, especially here. She's cute.
Yep. No, I put the word out with all other magical friends, but there's not even a trace echo of her. It's like she never existed. But I uncovered a little more about the brooch she stole. It popped up centuries ago at Caldor Castle in Scotland. You might recognize the name from Macbeth. Right, the one with the witches and the cauldron to oil and trouble.
Hmm.
Magic. You're telling us the witches and Macbeth were real? I'm telling you that every great story has an element of truth. The brooch was rumored to grant its owner their heart's desire. If Banshee was holding it when you were hit by her scream, you think Superman and I wanted it to happen? He's defenseless now, and there's no sign that things are going to change back. Keep looking for Banshee, Zatanna. She's the key. I need to get back to Gotham, but the whole world needs Superman. The longer he's powerless, the worse it is for everyone. Batman! He doesn't trust me. I thought we fixed things, but he still doesn't trust me. It's not you, Zatanna. I know how he feels. Our whole lives have changed in the blink of an eye. No, it's not you at all. How's my bike, Alfred? Oh, geez, look at this moment here. Yay!
Whoa.
Bruce, is that you? You okay? Never better, Robin. What in heaven's name were you doing up there? Meditating. Since the power has switched, I've been overwhelmed by my heightened senses. I could hear every sound in Gotham at once. I was losing my mind. The cave have always been my refuge, never more so than now. I've been studying the bats, their echolocation. They bounce sounds off their environments, cutting through all the background noises to focus on what they need. I actually hear them do it now. All I had to do was learn to think like a bat, and combine that with the meditation techniques I've practiced over the years, I found my focus again. I'm going on patrol. I'll be back at sunrise. My bike's fixed. I'll follow you on the ground. No, Tim, you're staying in tonight. You'll only slow me down. Slow you down? Are you kidding me? Master Tim, are you sure you haven't lost your mind? You're out of line, Robin. I'm not stopping tonight. I'm starting at the river and covering every inch of the city. You can't keep up. Every other night we leave some rock unturned, some crime unpunished. Gotham's just too big. But tonight I'm cleaning up the city once and for all. Because now I
Ruh-roh.
can. Jimmy said
Ruh-roh.
I know, you'd be up here. What's wrong? Miss the view from above? As a matter of fact, yes. Do you have to sit on the ledge? Or do I need to remind you that what would happen if you try to leap a tall building? I know. But I feel on my flight missing like a phantom limb. I want to remember what it feels like from up high. But all it does is remind me that I'm powerless now. Wait, is that what I think it is? You're still wearing it. Old
Aw.
habits, you know. Oh, honey, I'm the last person you need to explain it to. Don't worry about Metropolis. She'll be fine. And besides, who knows how long this is going to last? Your powers could come back tomorrow. But in the meantime, I'm sure I'll find ways to keep you busy.
Mm-hmm.
Word on the streets is
Mm-hmm.
Batman's everywhere these days. Is that so? Yeah, I can't even smell a gram without him showing up. On.
Can't even smoke a gram.
Yeah, they say he's faster, stronger too. Superman strong. And you believe it? I've got 25 overflowing lockups that say so. And then, of course, there's this little trick. You want to tell me what's going on? You even sound different. It's complicated, but I'm taking advantage of it. I'll say tonight's the first night in history the GCPD that we hadn't had a single 911 call. The rats are scared. They should be. And I'm not finished. Usually, when the rats flee Gotham, I have to let them go. Not enough time to chase them all. Not anymore. Now I'm chasing them back to their nests. Venom's back on the street, Gordon, flowing like water. A new mix, stronger and more addictive. Tell your men to watch out for it while I go after the source. Gentlemen, to business, and the benefit of a healthy black market. As we speak, the laboratories of my state are refining your next shipment of the product. After all, after dinner, we will tour the labs. Yes, I knew it was only a matter of time. I knew he would come. Malasico, I you say, I'm here. Show yourself. the Bat. Look at you. You have evolved into something even greater than before. Yet even as we change down through the years, we stay the same. The great adversaries. Come, Bat. Share your new powers with me. Boom!
Yeah.
It's not these new tricks that impress me. It's the change inside you. You don't say a word. You don't need to. I can feel it. You're not holding back anymore. You're letting go, embracing your power at last. You know what it means to be Bane. Now, Bat, try to break me. Oh! Thump!
Oh shit.
Clark? Honey, you okay? Yeah, sorry, I thought I heard something. Just my mind playing tricks. Your mind should be focused on just one thing, sweetheart. Our first real day in months. And thanks for leaving the costume at home. No! Did you hear that? It came from the alley. Sounded like someone's hurt. Clark, wait! Hey, you! Leave her alone! Clark!
Uh.
Clark, no! Oh my god! Oh my god! Bane was wrong. I'm not losing control. I found it. I can hear everything. I can see everything. I can go anywhere. Mother, father, at last, I can save everybody. Stay with me, baby. Stay with me. No, he's ignoring Super Clark!
Yep. He's hyper focused and doesn't even know that's happening. And maybe he does, and he's ignoring it.
My name is Lois Lane. Superman's my husband. A few days ago, he lost his powers. It happened before. They always come back. But this time, I really let myself think, what if they don't? What if we finally get to live a normal life from now on? The last few days have been like that, full of hope and dreams, full of long walks with my husband, not interrupted by catastrophes in faraway places. Finally, after all this time, he isn't a superhero. He isn't an icon. He isn't the last best hope for all of us. He's just my husband. He's just a man. Is it just me, or is that the fitting image of Superman? Minus the bullet holes, maybe. I told you, you have to let me in there. Hang on, you can't just barge her. Oh, Clark! It's okay, she's a friend. She's family. So stupid. I should have heard you. I should have been able to. Stop. You're here now, Kara. He's going to be okay. Did you call the JLA? They can help him. We left his communicator at home. We just wanted to be normal people for a night, you know? Just for one night. It's amazing what you can do in one night. Tokyo, an apocalypse called targeting the Ginza. Still trying to get a handle on the super strengths. I don't need to break every bone. Serbia, ending a slavery ring was a healthy export business. Clients will be crying from the Kremlin to K Street. Heat vision must be my favorite. It's so unequivocal. Sudan, and Janjaweed monsters doing what comes natural. It stops now. I share the gift of flight with them, a new perspective on things. I watch them fall and catch them an inch from impact. I found new ways to strike fear. The sun catches up to me in Paris. For a moment, I think I should go back to Gotham, get some sleep, eat something, and then I remember that I don't have to anymore. I feel a rush I had never felt. I can't stop now. At any given time, half the world is covered in darkness. Let the sun chase me. My work goes on. Careful, it's only been a few days. Hey, the Watchtower's technology, combined with a couple of medieval medical spells, took care of most of the damage. But no leaping tall buildings anytime soon. How do you feel, honey? Grateful. I feel grateful. I don't get it. And won't the hospital wonder what happened to their patient? Trust me, illusions pay my rent. As far as they remember, he was just transferred to a hospital closer to his home. Which I guess is kinda true. Take it easy, big guy. You want anything? Cereal? Brownies? Brownies? Flash is just amusing himself, Superman. As usual, you're looking good. And let's make sure you keep it that way. The sooner we get your powers back, the better. That means finding Silver Banshee. What about Batman? How's he coping with the switch? That's the problem, Superman. We don't know. There's been no sign of him since you were injured. He's not even responding to the JLA signal. If this magic could give him your powers, there's no telling what it might have done to my mind. Go ahead, Diana. It's what you're all thinking. The power's gone straight to my head. Little cliche, don't you think? Bruce, no, we're your friend. We just want to make sure you're okay. I'm fine. I've never felt better. You haven't seen me because I've been busy working, training, honing these new powers, making the most of them. And I know how hard that must be. Don't patronize me, Superman. You don't get it. For me, it's not hard at all. You're always talking about not being human, about how your gifts are a curse. Batman, Bruce, Listen to me. Just listen. To what? More whining about being different? Your powers aren't a curse. They're what I've always wanted. To never have to stop. To be everywhere. Anytime. To save everyone. I've never realized it until now. The responsibility you have and all you want is to be normal? You're not making any sense. You need to calm down. Let us help you, Bruce. Bruce, I didn't come here for help. I came here to tell you not to come after me. As long as I have these powers, I'm not stopping. I can't. The responsibility is too great. The chance to fix so much. Not just in Gotham. Not just in one place. In all of them. The rest of you can handle the daytime. You're more than capable. When you find Banshee, we'll make the switch back. But until then, I'm staying in the night. Kiss for
Wow.
me. Woo, pretty kitty. Put it back, Catwoman. I know that manly growl. I said put it back. You have got to be kidding me. I'm trying to make this month's rent. You'll forgive me if I choose to borrow from a drug lord's embarrassingly obsolete wall safe. It's stealing, Catwoman. It's a crime. What's with the Catwoman? It's me, sweetheart. You sound like a cop or something. I heard you've been going through some changes lately, but you're beginning to scare even me. I haven't changed. I see things clearly now. And I have no more time for games. I'm taking you in. Like, you don't understand. I finally cleaned up Gotham. You're just the last piece. You can't hear it, but I can. Gotham's finally quiet. Batman, take on someone your own size. I felt that. I've forgotten what that's like. Get up and I'll show you again. Don't do this, Nightwing. You don't want this fight. I can see your heart beating faster, not just adrenaline. Fear. You know this will
Yeah.
only end badly. Like your fight was Bane. I heard what you did. If he wasn't pumped full of venom, you would have killed him. And Wally told me what you said at the Watchtower. You're out of control, and I'm going to stop you before you hurt anyone else. Stop me. You're just a normal man. I used to think like you. I used to think that was enough. But how could you ever stop me? I had a good teacher. You missed. No, I didn't.
Uh-oh.
Boom! Yeah, I always hated capes. Another hit will kill you. Did you really think this would work? Don't you remember, Bruce? Superman's powers need sunlight, but you stayed in the dark. Thought maybe I had a chance. It's over, Nightwing. I'll leave you at the manor. Alfred will help you. Uh, uh, but tell him and tell the others. Don't try to stop me again. Multiple fractures, missing teeth, even under the circumstances. I'm not sure I'll ever forgive Master Bruce for this. Bruce
Did
will
he
never
knock his
forgive
teeth
himself.
out?
Yeah, whatever magic gave him his powers affected his mind. He's as much a victim of this as Dick, and it's up to us to help him. Okay, here we go. Bruce would freak out if he knew I was using the computer for this kind of thing, but I've created a magic map. With Zatanna's help, we've pinpointed all the magical activities he's on Earth since Banshee's attack. Never thought I'd be cross-referencing Interpol with the Oblivion Bar, but this is our best shot at tracking down Banshee. Excellent work, Tim. I'm not resting until we find her and reverse the spell. Leave that to me, and Robin, Superman, you're in no shape to be go chasing Banshee. I'm fine, Zatanna. I can't just sit here while Bruce is in trouble. Just because my powers are gone doesn't mean I'm giving up the fight. I expected as much, Master Clark, and I prepared accordingly. With Master Bruce gone, I have found myself with time to spare, and you know what they say about idle hands. I thought it best to provide you with appropriate protection should it become necessary. I used the material at hand, but I took the liberty of adding a personal touch. It's perfect, Alfred. Thank you. Now, let's go save our friend.
SuperBat.
Yup, in both regards.
In both regards.
Hold on, I gotta skip an issue because
That's not
it's going
confusing. That's
because it's going to the annual,
uh
which we already went over.
yeah, you're right. I remember that. That was weird.
Here's the last issue of the arc. Not long after I broke his jaw, Nightwing pointed out how foolish I'd been. He still managed to get the words out. Dick was always the toughest. He reminded me that Superman's power comes from the sun, but I'm spending all my time in the dark. So here I am. I feel full. I feel restored, but something's bothering me. I shouldn't need Dick to tell me I need sunlight. I should have anticipated that myself. Granted, I've had my share of distractions. I spent every waking second clearing up the world. Finally, without limits. Finally, boom! Unstoppable. Wow, strongest punch I've taken ever.
Whew.
Since Clark is currently enjoying life as a normal man, that leaves only one possibility. Hello, Diana. Batman. It's over. We're taking you back to the Watchtower. Uh, we'll find a way to fix you. We can do it the easy way or the hard way. But basically, yeah, Superman's still trying to do his thing with him and Zatanna dealing with stuff at the Oblivion Bar until they eventually find Banshee. The name. I was called by that name once, but now I am only Siobhan. You, I remember you. You were a friend once? Not exactly. You don't remember how you got here? How you got that amulet? The brooch, yes. I wanted this body. I wanted more than anything in the world, and the brooch gave it to me, but at a price. Can you help me? It weighs on me so. I am too weak to lift it off. It won't let me. A parasite curse, the oldest trick in the witchery book, but fortunately, not immune to the tricks I know. Banshee's free, and then she takes off. Let her go. We don't have time to chase her. Thankfully, her victim's back to normal. And now we have what happened. We know what happened to Batman when he was exposed to the brooch's magic. It granted him what he always wanted: the power to save the world. But for whatever the brooch gives you, it takes something else in return with a vengeance. The fools! They think they can take me down. They grab and pull and punch and shoot like I'm some amateur villain pulling his first heist. I indulge them. The tragedy is they're trying to stop the only real hope the world has. But who can stop the Batman? If they insist on fighting me, I'm going to respond in kind. They're not bad people. They're heroes after all. But they're misguided, not just in their goal, in the way they fight. They're pulling punches. They don't want to hurt me. They think I feel the same way, but they're not facing Superman. They're facing me, and I don't fight like Superman. Time to end this. Take out the most dangerous one first. Inertia will keep Diana flying through space until she hits Earth's atmosphere. She'll survive re-entry, but she'll be back. I have just enough time to deal with the others. X-ray show, and red tornado CPU. A precision heat strike takes it out. He's flexible. I take away Hawkgirl's oxygen, forcing Stewart to top and help. But Green Lantern can't create oxygen on his own. He needs Firestorm for that. With them distracted, that leaves Supergirl and Jordan. Batman, just stop and listen. Kara's not just throwing another punch. Must be growing up. You're not. We're not going to beat you. I get that, okay? But we can't just let you run around doing whatever you want. People are getting hurt. Listen to her, son. What? What did you say? I said you're hurting people. We don't know and we know you don't want to, but whatever gave you Superman's powers affected your mind. It's not your fault, Bruce. Mom, is that you? Your father's right, son. This isn't your fault. Dad, what is this? Some kind of trick? You need help, Bruce. How are you doing it? I know what you're going through, Bruce. I know what it's like to suddenly wield so much power. You're wrong, Jordan. You couldn't handle the power. You are weak, and because of that, you almost killed us all. I'm nothing like you. I have the strength of will you never had. Then have the strength to stop. Let us help you. Yes, Bruce. Let them. You've just changed tactics. Brute force didn't work, so you're playing with my mind. My super hearing locks on the source of the voices. Someone's idea of a joke, taking me straight to Crime Alley, the darkest corner of Gotham City, where Batman was born. On the night my parents, son, mom, dad. Oh, Bruce, look how you've grown. Your mother and I are so proud of you. You've done so much good for the world. You're alive. Of course you and we are, son. You've done it. You've saved the world and brought us back. Like, yes, that's right. You're safe now. No, stay with me. Don't leave me. You're not alone, Bruce. Hold on.
Whoa.
You're never alone. You. I should have known. This is your fault. I found the Caldor amulet, Batman. We can end this. We can switch my powers back to me. That's what you want, isn't it? Superman whines about not being human, but take his powers away, and he begs for them back. You can't have them back. They're wasted on you. Wasted on someone who spends half his time playing human while criminals are in work and people die. These powers demand someone with the commitment to use them. Someone who will never stop. Never! And that's the problem, Batman. You're hurting yourself more than anyone. Time to set things right. Give it to me, you poor deluded man. You both finally, and we're both finally what we're meant to be, and will be forever. Go home to your
Oh,
wife. Wake up tomorrow. Go to your work. Live your life, and know your world is safe. Z, now. I'm If it has a spell, Batman, are you all right? How did you? You saved me. The powers, can you still feel them? Z, I think it's safe to say everything's back to normal. Wow, you said you wanted to go somewhere secure to talk. You weren't kidding. We need to clean up the debris from the old JLA base. Anyway, and I wanted to remind you of what it's like to see the Earth from here. The way I meant to, with an oxygen mask. So my parents, the amulet, the amulet I crushed all of Zatanna's illusions. Yes, we need, I mean, we needed to be close and close. We needed to be in close contact for the real amulet to be affect us, just like we were both hit by Banshee's scream when she held it. Yes, and you goaded me into a fight to make it happen. Yes, looks like the switch worked both ways. How do you mean? You did whatever it took. You used my memories of my parents to provoke an emotional response. You took a punch that could snap your neck to get close enough, and then the switch with the amulet. You saw tactically. You saw it like I would. But you definitely got the worst end of things. Banshee said that for each wish the amulet grants, it takes something valuable away. And you say it. I lost my mind and I hurt people. Dick, Selena, even Bane. We all know you weren't in control, but I should have been. Call it a curse, call it magic. I call them excuses. And it's not like you didn't lose something. The amulet gave you a normal life, and then it tried to take it away. You were meant to die in that shooting. And I would have if not for my friends. No, I know what the amulet really took away, took from all of us. It took you. But we got you back. Bruce hates it when I talk like that. Such a Boy Scout. Lucky I didn't get that power. Ready to go home? Yes. I doubt we'll ever really know why things happened the way they did, but it nags at me. Do I really want Clark's gifts? But I have to admit, somewhere deep down, there's a part of me that wants a normal life. Because when I'm really honest with myself, in my hearts of hearts, I miss the power. I always will. So, how
Wow,
was that?
that was great. Love that. That
Amazing
was
story.
fantastic. That is a
So, what did
great
you think about
story.
that whole? What did you think about that whole batch of stories?
The whole batch of stories as a complete, now that I see it as a whole,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
What would you rank them?
Rank?
That's a hard one, isn't it?
It is, so I'm going to have to be fair, and I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to give it an
No,
8.
no, I'm talking about which would you rank each story,
Oh, each story.
like top to bottom.
Oh my god. Out of all of them, I'm gonna have to go with Kara's arc as my favorite. That was.
Which? No, no, no. I'm talking about these three stories.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought we were talking about all the ones
No,
that
no,
we
because we're
started
not
so
even done
far.
with the series yet.
Okay, cool, cool. Um,
I meant these three stories.
the last one, this last one, dude, it was
It's
really
the best.
good. It was really good. It was really good. I love the paradigm switch. I love the
Right?
fact that it took Clark that long to actually think like Batman. Like he did something Clark wouldn't do. He found something personal and
Use it.
stabbed and did. You know what I mean? Like and that
Yeah.
was something Batman would do. And he
But
got
did you notice
hurt.
how Batman kept on saying, "Oh, we'll switch it back. We'll switch it back." But eventually, once it was given the choice, he
Mm,
refused.
he lost what Batman lost was his tactical thinking and his
And
mind,
his
like
heart.
his ability to his ability to control himself and his emotions and all that. He lost that, and
Yep.
it was just great, man. I you've actually got me. I might do that on the channel. So I don't know.
Oh, nice. Let me
I
do
might.
Batman then.
Okay, yeah, no, absolutely. And anything dark side involved, I want you. I love your dark side
Oh,
voice.
oh,
I don't know
thank
why
you.
it's perfect.
Why,
It's
thank
perfect.
me. All right, let me do it. Welcome to Apocalypse.
Yeah, dude. I don't know your dark sides. Every time you do it, it reminds me of when they got the
Michael
president from
Ironside.
24. No, the president from 24 when he would do
Oh,
his voice,
oh,
and if you got that tone, it's just really cool, man. I don't know. You sell it to me. But yeah, definitely.
yeah.
You would
What do you
definitely.
think? What do you think about my Batman voice? Still,
I like your Batman because it's a complete different voice than what you do. So even if I can't look at the screen, I know you're reading Batman. A
of
deep,
course.
grindy.
Yeah, yeah, but my Bruce needs work though.
Uh, eh, It's
I
okay.
mean, I just talk more like this and all of that, but it's trying to get it right. Bruce is the one I needed, the most. But of course, my Batman, And I don't know if you've seen my other stuff. My Hulk. I talk more like this. Urgh!
Me and Bianca were actually talking the other day, and I said something about that I wanted you because you seem like you'd be really good at heavies.
I
Your
don't know
heavy.
why I'm so good. You look at
I
me.
don't
What you
know.
think?
No,
You
it's
look
your
at me. But
voice.
funny thing though, I could also do squeaky. Like I could do Heinz Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah, you
Or
could probably
or
do that
or or how
crazy
about
anime
Rizzo?
guy.
I could also do Gonzo. Rizzo, wait.
Yeah, see. So I'm actually really excited. So I
Mm-hmm.
think I think I'm gonna do this next arc sometime next year on the channel. That
The
was
super
it
bad
was
arc. The super bad arc. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was really really good. I didn't expect it to be that. I thought it was gonna get kind of silly, but
Boy, that's saying
no.
something. After all the arcs we've seen, this is the one you really want to do.
Well, yes and no. There's several because I mean
Mm-hmm.
we've done quite a bit so far, but this one I don't know, man. It got me excited. I was grinning the whole time you were reading, like this story's fucking good. How I missed all this,
And
I
the
don't know.
artwork too, right?
Yeah, the artwork was really good, no question. Uh, no, but I mean we're still dealing with Loeb too with writing, and it's.
No, no, no. Loeb is gone by this point.
Oh, I thought I saw him in the credits there.
No, no, he wasn't in the credits. It's always
Uh,
been no. It was a thank you to Loeb for
okay,
for
okay.
getting.
My picture's very small on my phone, so that's all I saw.
Yeah, yeah. It was probably a thank you to Loeb for getting this far.
Okay, cool, cool.
Yeah,
No, then
it's
that's
been it's still been Michael Green and Mike Johnson.
that's really good then. Okay, yeah,
Yeah, the guys who did worked on Smallville and all that
yeah, yeah.
and
They're
Heroes.
carrying on with the same writers from before. Okay, okay.
Yep,
Well, then now I feel bad for thinking that was low, but oh
it's all
man,
right.
Robert, that was
Well,
fantastic.
well, that's all. Well, actually, what did you see about the artwork for each? We had obviously the different artists on the 50th issue. We had Raphael Albuquerque for the Leaguers, and then we have Rags Morales for the SuperBat.
Yeah, dude, the SuperBat art was that's probably one of the coolest banshees I've ever seen too. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't
Oh,
that was
definitely.
pretty neat. Yeah, and Zatanna.
And Zatanna, obviously
Most of the
Zatanna.
time they make her like now they kind of give her an almost an Asian feel. Like at least I
Sort
feel that
of.
they do, especially in the anime. When they animate her, they make her seem like she'd be,
Right, right.
maybe like a Japanese American, Chinese American. But this definitely, when you told me Phoebe Cates, I saw it. I was like, oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Now this is the same artist who did Identity Crisis.
Hmm, that sounds questionable.
Oh no, I said the artist, not the writer. The artist.
I know. It's just the name itself, Identity Crisis, sounds
Right.
questionable. It's like we've got Crisis on Two Earths.
I know,
Identity
Identity
Crisis.
Crisis was not a big event. Remember?
No, I don't. I don't. I'm not familiar
Oh,
with Identity
we'll
Crisis.
go over that in the future. But
Cool.
until then, we will see you guys on the next one. Take care.
Bye, guys.